welcome to Skate 3 Arena in Tyngsboro, Massachusetts. We are into almost the Ides of March. It is playoff time in New Hampshire high school winter sports. John Collins along with Tom King, and we're thrilled to be bringing you today Bishop Guertin hosting Pinkerton in quarterfinal boys D1 hockey action. Tom, you were remarking about your BG's opponents today. They're a lower seeded team, but they got some speed.
Yeah, they look smaller, John. I haven't seen Pinkerton all year. I know they were good enough to handle Bo. In a mild, I'd say it's a mild upset. When you have the largest school in New Hampshire playing against one of the smaller ones.
In the opening round, Pinkerton seeded 11.
I think you should win that game.
Yeah, Pinkerton seeded 11, beat 6 seeded both, 3-0.
Yeah, but you know what, John? Again, largest school in New Hampshire against one of the smaller schools that used to play Division II hockey. I'm not surprised. Right,
Pinkerton beat Bo in the opening round. Bishop Guertin had a bye, one of...
Well, let's talk about that, all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pinkerton's got a game under their belts, and I always tell you, when there's a postponement, we're lucky to be doing this game today because it was postponed from Saturday because of the storm, right? So, Pinkerton already played 2 days before that. They played on last Wednesday. They've got a game in under their belts. These guys, Guertin, they haven't taken the ice since, a week ago Saturday? 10 days, 12 days?
Long time.
Long time, maybe 10 days. Long time without playing. And I always say, when there's a postponement, the underdog, it helps the underdog very much.
Case in point, in basketball, boys basketball, number 1 seeded Bedford almost lost to Trinity. They went to overtime. That was after Bedford had a first-round bye and a postponement.
Right.
And that's the BG's in that category.
Yeah, BG had a first-round bye. There aren't many prelims in Division I hockey or in any of the hockey
just
divisions
3.
because of the fact that there's not as many teams playing the sport. So,
but how about in the other one, Londonderry Hanover?
Well, Londonderry beat BG here a while ago, about a month ago.
Okay.
So I think in hockey, John, there's so many chances for upsets. I mean, it's bounce of the puck, the whole thing. It's the same way in the NHL, same way in college hockey. There's more chances for the upset.
That's interesting because you were telling me how NBA doesn't translate to high school basketball, but there is a similarity with hockey.
There's definitely a similarity with hockey. Now, in high school hockey, here Guertin beat Pinkerton last year. They knocked him out in the prelims. I believe it was a pretty similar score. I think it was a shutout or it was 4-1. They beat Pinkerton 4-1 during the regular season. So, this is a small Pinkerton team. Look at the size of these kids.
Yeah.
They're not that big.
A lot of 6-footers on BG.
Now, where do you see the trees coming out for BG? All right, John Mantone, these guys are big. They look even bigger on skates.
Yeah, they do.
John, the smallest guy on the team, I think, is Kylie, and he's one of the fastest skaters.
Pinkerton has, I think, 3 players that are 6 feet tall, according to the official tournament program, and BG has about 5. But they do look big.
They're big.
The goalie's big.
The thing for Guertin today, to avoid the upset, stay out of the penalty box. That is a cardinal bugaboo, a very constant cardinal bugaboo through the years. And if they get caught in the box today, it's going to be trouble.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. National Anthem time at Skate 3.
The winner today will go on to the semifinals on Wednesday at Manchester's JFK Coliseum. It would be the 7:30 p.m. game, thanks to the Ryan Brown rule. He's the AD at Bishop Guertin. He's on the hockey committee. He giveth and he taketh away. The BG's in the bracket that normally, the 2-3 bracket would normally in a lot of the other sports, plays in the first semifinal game. But Ryan Brown feels it's an advantage for the top seed to play in the first game. They can see the second game and the whole bit. So, well, they can see the second game anyway. I don't know why, or first game anyway. I don't know why that is, but he feels that they get to play early. That's the luxury they should have. So that's his voice on the hockey committee, and Guertin will have to play the second game. It helps me on Tuesday night when Guertin plays in the semis in girls, because they're number 1 seed. They'll have a 5 o'clock game. Then I can zip down to Londonderry to catch the girls basketball game.
Interesting history on that. Concord, of course, 3-time defending champions. They were co-champions with Bedford in 2020. That was pandemic related, I guess.
Right. Then they get the. Now they have to play Bedford in the semis. So Guertin actually got a good bracket. They avoided Concord. They avoided Bedford, 2 teams that they struggled with this year. So, but if they win, they have to play Londonderry, who beat them also. All right, John Collins, take it away. I'm down on the ice for the first period.
Thank you, Tom King. We're joined by our cameraman, Dylan Smith, our birthday boy at 31 today. Happy birthday, Dylan. Couldn't do this without you. And we are underway as the Pinkerton Astros go on the attack off the opening faceoff. The shot in the slot, nearly a first-minute goal for the Astros. BG scrambling to get the puck out of their own zone, and now they do. To center ice it goes. And a cross-ice pass right on the stick of John Mantone. Mantone gets broken up, and puck back to center. Jackson Levasseur, number 8, dumps it in as BG gets an early line change. First unit played 40 seconds before they changed it up. On the forecheck, taking it away. Mantone stayed out there. The first unit guy, he took some extra time on the ice. Now he'll come off. John Mantone, one of the best players on BG number 16, will be saying his name a lot tonight. Good save by the Pinkerton goaltender. He's been under a little early pressure as well. Damian Carter. Braden King, the goalie for BG. A screen shot is saved by Carter, who seemed to see it all the way. Stick save to the corner. BG keeping the pressure on here with their second line. Almost a steal at the blue line, but puck fought for and shot right back in. Good defensive work by Austin Abbott, the senior defenseman, number 5. In the corner it goes. Pinkerton with it. Number 10 is Carter Choquette. Choquette throws it around the boards, but not out. It's kept in for the moment and now skated out. Carter Choquette with it. Dumps it to Patrick Eichen. Eichen throws it behind the net. BG's defense retrieves. Sideboards, outlet pass, and deflected to center and on beyond into the other end of the ice. Bryce Cronin for Pinkerton back to get it. Goes cross ice. Zachary Baker slides it across to Patrick Eichen. Eichen goes cross ice, try to hit his winger, number 13, Preston Libby, putting some pressure on the BG defense. Kind of a mishit pass there. It gets to the intended target by Clausen, but then Pinkerton takes it away. 15-minute, I almost said quarters, periods in high school hockey. It is hockey and basketball playoff season at our various venues here on Nashua TV, the Conway, North-South, Bishop Guertin, and here, of course, at Skate 3, which is heat or miss. We have heat today coming out of the rafters at our particular mid-ice position, which is a beautiful view. 3-on-1 for the Cardinals, and a missed pass there. John Mantone was on the receiving end. Save is made, juggling, loose puck. Damian Carter made the save but couldn't control the rebound. Deflected shot goes in. BG keeping the pressure on, get a deflected shot from the point and take a 1-0 lead. And I believe that was number 15 who was in front of the shot, Logan Vogel, that tipped it up and over Damian Carter, who was really a victim there of a beautiful deflection play by BG, and nothing really you can do unless you have, I don't know, impossible reflexes to stop that puck as it was deflected just in front of the goaltender up and over his right blocker or right pad. 1-0. BG right off the goal face-off. Blocker save. Beautifully done by Braden King. He directed it to the corner. BG in front, 1-0. And furious offensive-minded action here. Pinkerton, a wrister from the point. Blocked to the corner by Braden King. And BG, save is made. Glove save up high on the wrister. So both goaltenders have had to handle a lot of chances here in the opening period, the opening 3.5 minutes really of this quarterfinal round game. On a Monday, this is a school day back after February vacation week. A wrister, save. Late February, it goes into early March in New Hampshire. Massachusetts takes it a little bit earlier. And a heavy hit on the sideboards, losing his stick momentarily, but getting it back was Devin Young. Young shot it into the far corner, and now both teams battling for possession. Pinkerton takes it away, and they get it out of their own end. Pinkerton coming into this as the 11 seed. A wrister right into the midsection of Braden King, and he hangs on. Shots on goal will be interesting after this first frame is over with, as both teams just about in double digits already in the first 4 minutes of action. 4:02 in, it's a 1-0 Guertin lead here in period number 1. Around the boards and collected by the Cardinals. Good centering pass, no icing because the Cardinal centerman, James Mantone, got his piece of his stick on it. Now battled for possession in the near corner. A lot of fans here enjoying this one in our BG home of Skate 3. There's a blocker saver up on the right arm, and kind of sliding too far to his left there was Damian Carter, but his defense cleared the puck, so there was no follow-up chance. Heavy hit flattens the forward for Pinkerton. Preston Libby. Libby kept it in. No, he didn't. Just outside the line. It'll be first whistle in a while and a face-off outside the blue line as both teams change up. In the other first-round games, as Tom mentioned, very few first-round games the way they set up the boys' tournament. Keene defeated Exeter, a 9-seed beating an 8-seed, 3-2. The big upset, Hanover, number 2 seed in BG's bracket, loses. They get eliminated in the early preliminary round, 3-2 by number 7 Londonderry. Good hustle play there. One-timer save made by Braden King, and he hangs on. No rebound made. That shot, the one-timer by the captain, John Mantone. James and John, they're brothers. They play here together in the playoffs in 2023 before number 16, John Mantone, graduates and moves on. James, a sophomore, is number 12. Pinkerton flips it in, and they pursue it after it as the BG defense collects. Around the boards and not out, slapped to the far diagonal by Connor Clifford for Pinkerton, one of their best players, number 7. Huge hit in the far corner as Joseph Richards gets flattened, the senior forward, number 19 for Pinkerton. Drop pass, John Mantone, centering pass to the drop receiver, Logan Vogel finds nobody in the middle but a Pinkerton stick, and they clear it. Throwing it behind the net. Look out, Carter Choquette and also Ronan Connors were on the forecheck for Pinkerton. A one-on-one battle, banging bodies across the way. Cosmo Ciano, number 23, putting the pressure on the Pinkerton defense. Off the boards to center ice. And a hit by Devin Young buries Carter Choquette. Lost his stick momentarily. Far point, wrister, blocker save. Standing right there was a BG forward, and a huge hit applied by probably the biggest player on Pinkerton. We'll get back to that. And a deflected try. It was really a 2-on-2 opportunity there for Pinkerton. They changed up. Both teams changing quickly, trying to keep fresh bodies up there. Pinkerton's got some offensive pressure, but they slide it to the center slot, and there's nobody there but BG defenders. Puck pops up in the air. A lot of bodies hitting the ice here. The hitting is fast and furious as each team tries to intimidate the other and maybe generate chances in the offensive zone. This one's at center ice. Coming back to collect it is Sam Clausen. Around the boards and out. No look pass to Patrick Eichen. And across the line with some pace, Kyle Smith gets broken up as he gets escorted to the rear boards by Austin Abbott. And is it in? Loose puck. Hacked at, and we have a penalty. The officials are conferring. It looked like Braden King had tied it up, and then Pinkerton tried to get at it, and I don't know what the call would be. That's usually one that they let the players take care of, just shoving the forwards out of the way if they get too frisky around their goaltender. Defensemen tend to get very protected. There's no call, no penalty on that. Playoff hockey. As we are about halfway through. We are halfway through the opening 15-minute period with 7:22 left. Face-off to the left of Braden King. Fireboards and out. Pinkerton trying to go right back on the attack. They dump it back in. Lorenzo Corsetto, number 11 out there. And absorbing the hit, John Mantone. Puck goes up and hits the ceiling of skate 3. That's something you don't see too often. Kind of a suspended, well, it looked like billowing tin. I know that's not the right architectural term, but it looks like billowing tin is the suspended ceiling here at skate 3. Also, we're comfortably behind the netting on this side of the ice, which interferes with Tom King's photographic skills, but makes the fans feel a whole lot safer. BG on the attack, leading 1-0, trying to add to it. Damian Carter, the goaltender for Pinkerton's been under siege since the opening of the game. And now with a one-on-one try, Lorenzo Corsetto trying to pick up a winger, and he tried for the Brand Marchand snipe. A leveling hit crossed away. Logan Vogel knocks down his Pinkerton opponent as BG changes up quickly again. 6:10 to go in the period. 1-0. Bishop Guertin leads with the puck and with some speed. Cosmo Ciano gets hit and knocked down at the blue line as Pinkerton takes over and throws it into the BG end. Chopping at it, Austin Abbott can't get it out. Pinkerton with a chance here deep, sliding it in, low slot, loose puck. And BG taking care of business, far boards. No, kept in. Number 12, Ronan Connors. Connors goes to the rear boards, loses the puck battle with Austin Abbott. He throws it up the boards, but not out, kept in by Pinkerton. Keeping the pressure on, looking for that equalizer. The Astros, who beat both 3-0 in the opening round, have already given up their first goal of the playoffs, but they were trying to tie it up. Back on the attack, Stephen Toom. 17, the one-time slapper from Cosmo Ciano wide to the right, and the big rebound comes all the way back to the BG defense. Ciano again, the wrister is deflected off of the shin pads of defenseman Bryce Cronin to the far diagonal, and Pinkerton collects. 5:05 to go, first period. Astros to center ice, cutting across Bryce Cronin, that's actually 13, Preston Libby. Libby goes in after his own rebound off the end boards. Libby and teammate Patrick Eichen were keeping the pressure on. BG takes possession and dumps it in to the offensive end. Pinching down from his point position, Aiden Kelly, number 9. Now he retreats and he lets James Mantone do the battling in the corner. Going in high, Dylan Loken. Now another heavy hit by a BG forward as James Mantone checks his man. Long pass was tipped, intercepted, Lorenzo Corsetto took it across the BG line, but now BG with some space near side. John Mantone bearing in. Mantone wings one over the goal. No save needed. With some space far side comes Lorenzo Corsetto. Corsetto shoots, and a bobbling save made by Braden King. He hangs on, face off to his left, and the fans appreciate the fast and furious playoff action. 4:02 to go, first period. BG leads 1-0 here. 2023 Division I boys ice hockey action. It's early still, quarterfinals. Everybody looking to knock Concord off. Concord has won the state title 3 seasons in a row. They shared the title in the pandemic season 2020 with Bedford, but they had 2 shutout wins in the championships in the past 2 years. So Concord lurking in the other bracket. Concord actually will have a game against Bedford. There's a save made through a screen. Good stop by Braden King. Maybe his best of the period, depending, considering the degree of difficulty. Good hit at the blue line by Connor Clifford on John Mantone. Knocked him off the puck. Out of the zone, and BG collects. Concord gets a line change. A lot of room on this side as they hit John Mantone. He tries to go one-on-one with the defenseman. Rister might have been offline, but the goaltender went out and created a rebound in the slot. Pinkerton's defense cleared it away quickly. BG will get a line change. Collecting is Campbell St. Pierre. What do we have? Offside, delayed offside was called. It'll be a face-off outside the Pinkerton line. 2:59 to go, just under 3 minutes. A penalty-free first period, but not a goal-free first period, as the goal was scored by Logan Vogel on a tipped shot from the point to give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. Point blank, one-timer, and it is a big save by Damian Carter. Loose in the slot, Stephen Toom. Terrific feed from his line mate. I think it might have been the centerman taking the faceoff, Devin Young. Young gets waved out of the faceoff, and now taking over Cosmo Ciano as BG's top line applying the pressure here. Terrific positional save there by Damian Carter. Gave really nothing to shoot at. There's a deflected shot from the blue line, went off the stick of Carter Choquette off the glass, and we have, is the net off? Yeah, it is. Net's off its moorings. Stops the clock at 2:42 to go first period. BG of the mind that the best defense is a great offense, and they've been spending a lot of time in Pinkerton's end. Not that Pinkerton's been without chances. They've got at least 10 shots on goal on Braden King. He's been tested. Loose puck on the left apron as we look at it. Rister from the point finds its way through traffic to the end boards, but not on net. Gets by the BG forward. It's a foot race now. Carter Choquette, Rister, glove save made, and Braden King hangs on. Face off to his left with 2:24 remaining in the first period. A feature of playoff hockey is how just the intensity of it, and you can see out of the corner of your eye away from the puck a lot of times. Quick line changes. Both teams changing personnel rapidly to try to get their freshest legs out on the ice and improve their chances. That's a whole strategy in itself. Chipping at it and following it is James Mantone, the sophomore brother tandem, the Mantone brothers, making their presence known here in the first period. Puck fought for near boards. 2 minutes to go first period. Rister from the point goes wide. Long rebound, that's also a Rister from the point. That's wide. Near boards, heavy puck battle. Thrown out in the high slot. Collected by Sam Clausen. Clausen looking for an opening. Backhander from a tough angle. Loose puck, slotted at, still loose, and they thought it was a goal, but they blew the whistle before it was knocked in. The puck was loose the whole time.
Yeah, whistle was blown.
A quick whistle saves Pinkerton from a 2-0 deficit.
Well, Guertin finally got to what they needed to do, was get it near, down low, around the net. I thought Mantone earlier, he was wide open on left wing. He could have skated right in.
Instead of passing.
Instead of shooting it from a distance.
Oh, right.
You know, it was about
Press
3 minutes
advantage.
earlier. Yeah, exactly.
The one goal in the game so far, a deflection by Logan Vogel. Did you get that? You were down there, right?
Yeah, I got the aftermath of it.
That was tough to
It was
get for a photographer
it was
and for
a
a
quick
goalie.
deflection.
Yeah, that's exactly why it got past. Damian Carter's been pretty good in goal for Pinkerton. Braden King pitching a shutout so far for the Cardinals. Both goalies have seen a lot of testing shots here in the first period.
Yeah, Braden King. Why is Braden King under fire a little bit here? The speed. Pinkerton's rushes are great.
Yeah.
They're able to skate right over the blue line uncovered.
And creating scoring opportunities and some screen shots as well. Braden King's been forced to handle the puck quite a bit. Wrister from a tough angle by Vogel. Misses. Far boards. BG tries to keep it in, but it squirts over the line. A mishandle there, and sprinting in after.
Got to be very careful how you handle the puck against Pinkerton. They're opportunistic, and again, they've got some speed. They can rush down the ice. Turn the puck over, they're going to take advantage of it. They already have a couple of shots off BG turnovers.
Icing call against the Cardinals. 1:13 to go first period. Face off to the left. BG goaltender Braden King. It is a Monday afternoon here at Skate 3 quarterfinals.
Love these afternoon games. Beats 8 o'clock at night, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Still light out when we
John,
leave.
I was here Friday night, 8 o'clock. There weren't that many people here.
No. That was the girls' playoff game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm was coming in.
Oh,
You know when it was going to come.
Yeah.
You know, it was dry when we left. There was no
you
problem.
beat the Storm, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it was.
That's what kept people away. The late time and the Storm forecast. Face off to the right of Braden
The
King
reason
now.
it was here and not Cyclones wasn't, the reason is that the girls hockey team wants to play here instead of Cyclone. They play most of their weekend games here. So they wanted to play here instead of Cyclones Arena for the tournament. And the only time available was 8 o'clock.
50 seconds to go in the period. BG with a 1-0 lead. Pinkerton would love to sneak a goal in here to tie.
Yeah, they have a chance at it except for an offside.
Yes.
But see, that size that Guertin's got can really pay dividends in front of the net. Saw Mantone was down low on that goal by Vogel. He was right there. So
creating traffic in front of the goaltender.
And it's a small goaltender, too. He's
one of the bigger players on Pinkerton going face to face.
We got a little problem here. They've been constantly shuttling players in and out of face-off circles.
The only place that Pinkerton has the numbers on the back, so I can see that was Jack Doherty jawing with Ryan Kelly. Doherty listed at 6'2". Up the boards. Pinkerton with it, 30 seconds to go. Trying to get a shot away, but no, BG clears it out. On the rush, now Cardinals with a chance. John Mantone, wrister, saved near post by
Watch out,
Damian
the rebound
Carter.
right there through traffic.
Right on netwood by Aiden Kelly, but Damian Carter managed to see it. Another one, 3 saves in this sequence by Carter. Shots on goal got to be close to 20 for Bishop Guertin.
They're all long distance right now.
Yeah, kind of routine saves.
But
for Carter.
yeah, well, I mean, he's got to be able to see it. I thought that's the way to do it, shoot it. But the problem was there's nobody, Jesus saves and Esposito's there for the rebound,
Scores
right?
the rebound.
Except Esposito wasn't in front.
No.
So
if the goalpost is the goaltender's best friend, traffic is his worst enemy, and BG trying to create
well,
that.
I'll tell you what, for a 3:30 game on a Monday, it's not a bad crowd here.
Not at all.
No.
Yes.
So
I guess we'll watch the Zamboni do its work. John Collins with Tom King will be back with second period action with our birthday boy, cameraman Dylan Smith, after this break. Playoff hockey here at Skate 3 on Nashua ETV.
tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Welcome back to Skate 3 in Tingsboro, everybody, as we're about to start the second period of playoff hockey. It's the quarterfinal round of the 2023 season Boys Division I. Bishop Guertin is hosting Pinkerton, and BG, the Cardinals, are up 1-0 after the opening period. And I do hope the goal was credited to Logan Vogel, number 15 of BG, on a deflected shot from the point, because I told his mom
that way. He was right down
told
low.
his mom that Logan scored, so I hope I'm right. She didn't think he had. She thought it was the guy at the point that got credit, but we'll see how that
puck was deflected.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And we'll also see how big that figures in the final total, Tom. More goals or not?
It better be, because this team can skate. This Pinkerton team can skate, and this isn't a huge ice surface. They don't have to skate far. So in my mind, Guertin's got to play tough down low, and that's how they scored the first goal. They need to repeat that pattern.
Out of the dressing room and onto the ice, and off we go to the second period. Fresh 15 minutes up on the clock, and Pinkerton on the attack off the opening faceoff of period number 2. Looking for the equalizer. Of course, BG looking for some breathing room on fresh ice. Damian Carter steers it to the corner, but the Cardinals keep it in for the moment. And out by the Astros. One of the peskiest players for Pinkerton is on the ice, Lorenzo Corsetto, number 11. He's been excellent on the forecheck and has created a few chances with that speed that Tom talked about, as Carter hangs on face-off to his left.
Quick shot from the point by Guertin. You have nothing to lose. The only problem is when they're shooting, other than that goal, when they're shooting from the outside, there's no one down there. They need to get the pucks to the net, but Guertin also needs to crash the net. Got to go back to that philosophy.
Fighting for the puck, Stephen Toom puts that big body on the Pinkerton defenseman, but the Astros able to take it out. Deflected pass off Ryan Loken, and BG right back on the attack with a wrister far diagonal.
I'm probably going to jinx this, John, but what did we not have in that first period?
Nobody in the box.
That's right.
Penalty-free first period. Astros on the attack over the blue line, a wrister.
See, look at that. As soon as they get over the blue line, they've got something going.
Centering pass intended for Ronan Connors. It finds a BG skater, and Stephen Toom goes the length of the ice, collects the puck, absorbs a hit, hands it off, back to the point. Austin Abbott's shot through a screen, deflected off the left pad of Damian Carter.
That's a great chance. You got a rolling puck, anything can happen. That puck is really bouncing around down there. It did early on, and that shot, if that had dropped right in front, it could have been a rebound on an empty net goal.
Hard wrister there from Cosmo Ciano, and a solid save made by Carter. Wrister from another angle, off the glove, loose puck, and he clamps down with the trapper on that one as the teams joust, the players joust off to the goalie's left. Cosmo Ciano causing trouble for the Pinkerton defense on that shift. A good one.
That's the kind of pressure the Cardinals need to put on.
Game remains 1-0. Pinkerton with a late change here. Looked like a little bit of an equipment problem for Bryce Cronin, maybe with the face mask. It's been 5-on-5 hockey, as Tom mentioned, since the opening faceoff, as we are 2 minutes into the second period. Skirmish for the puck near corner. Low intensity.
It's great
skirmish.
if you're trying to kill off a penalty.
Yeah. We're looking for some action. Centering pass doesn't get there as Pinkerton's defense intercepts, but BG keeps it in at the line. Fork lifted in by Ryan Kelly. And a puck battle won by Colin Rourke. Rourke, for the moment, trying to get it to the point where Michael Ponto was winning. Instead, it's a skirmish near post, and it's in! Goal! Bishop Guertin
a goal that shouldn't have happened if you're from Pinkerton, because he needed to get his glove on the puck. The puck was right there. It was right there for him.
And it looks like James Mantone was the one that stuffed it home.
The younger Mantone.
The sophomore.
And that's literally what he did, was stuff it home.
Well, Pinkerton allowed the pressure to mount, as Tom said. An ample chance to get the puck out of their zone or out of danger, and BG just kept upping it, the pressure till they stuffed it in at the post. Sheer force behind that goal, and Damian Carter continues to be under siege here, the Pinkerton goaltender. The Astros trail now 2-0.
But that was preventable. That was clearly preventable. You got the puck sitting there. Either get your glove on it, or get a stick and just, get it out of there.
Heaviest hit of the game so far. Logan Vogel applies the lumber to Bryce Cronin. Cronin absorbed the hit. The bigger player really, but took a heavy hit from Logan. Now another one in the corner.
Guertin's energized. They got their top line out there. They're very energized here, but look at this. Almost a 2-on-1 if that bounce had gone the right way. And look at this. Another
Vogel in deep. Centering pass. No. John Mantone applying his shoulder back there as well. Delayed offside. BG doesn't touch it, and Pinkerton skates it out of their zone. Up the middle. Big
3-on-2.
For the Astros all the way through, and he hits the ice. Still no call. Probably the right non-call there. Bishop Guertin one-on-one here. Save is made, trying to swat it to the corner. That was Jack Doherty, by the way, that skated in for the Astros. So Doherty's still out there, looking a little bit gassed, number 6 for Pinkerton. He's just trying to tie it up rather than move with it after that big rush. And Pinkerton looks like they're just icing it.
They're going to ice it there because they're tired. They've got to get those players off the ice. Yeah. And they do. They get fresh legs. But they're down 2-0 with 11:14 left to play in the second period. Guertin with the advantage, the 2-goal lead, which means they're in control of the game, which is what Pinkerton didn't want to have. Pinkerton cuts that lead in half, different story. Then all of a sudden, the Cardinals will feel it a little bit.
Off the face-off, the centerman for BG nearly had a goal out of it. Puck popped in the air, and Carter was able to swat it away, keeping his head up as he skates through the center zone. BG takes it away over the blue line. High speed boys hockey here at skate 3.
Yeah, the pace has picked up, hasn't it?
Sure has.
Ever since that goal.
Definitely the sense of urgency there for both teams. BG trying to get goal number 3. Back to the point it goes. Abbott feeds it back. Slot, and Ciano's shot was blocked.
Big battle in front.
Pinkerton having trouble keeping it out of their end of the ice. Spinning around, wrister goal! Number 12 for Bishop Guertin, a sniper shot by James Mantone. He's got 2 goals.
The puck gets knocked out and back over. Pinkerton couldn't pick it up.
Excuse me, that was 22. Devin Young with the goal.
Young. So
beautiful wrister by Devin Young.
Couldn't pick it up. Or Pinkerton couldn't pick it up. A nice pass across the ice. Young wide open. No one in between him and the goaltender, and he found the spot. And it's a 3-0 Guertin lead. And I'll tell you right now, that may be enough to seal it.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals to come back from. But Pinkerton trying to do it right here off the face-off. Puck is cleared. Foot race. Yeah, it was Devin Young who received that pass and the sniper goal. And when he first got it, I thought he might have been offside, but because he's so all by himself there.
He was lurking right around the blue line and was in. And just a nice pass as Pinkerton couldn't get the puck out. And the puck got deflected and tipped all the way across the ice to Young for the goal.
Jackson Levasseur back to get it for Bishop Guertin as Pinkerton avoided icing.
Yeah, they upped the tempo. That second goal really energized them. Probably a preventable goal if you're Pinkerton.
Yeah, a workmanlike goal.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
Cardinals.
he just kept, poking at it, poking at it, poking at it.
Collecting the bouncing puck. John Mantone avoided a big hit at the blue line. Pinkerton trying to come back. Hard work and rush here for the Astros. Centering pass and a backhander goes wide of the goal. Opportunity knocked there for Joseph Richards, number 19.
Yeah, but Richards had to move off his stride. He was in the passing lane. He had to get out of it. And instead of firing a hard wrister that King would have had more trouble with, he fired a soft backhander.
Stand-up check at the blue line by Austin Abbott. Intercepts the rush. Pinkerton keeps it in for the moment, now cleared.
They're at the point where with 8:41 left, they can stay. Ooh, almost.
A really bizarre bounce. That might have hit the post. Zachary Baker, the defenseman, just threw one as it goes out. Pinkerton almost hits their own team there.
You
with
get
that puck.
those bounces and you never know. That's why there's so many upsets in this sport, right?
Yeah. The
eventually,
Braden King talking about it.
Eventually, the Astros are going to have to sacrifice some of their defense for their offense.
A quirky bounce nearly produced Pinkerton's first goal, but it's still a shutout, 3-0. The Astros desperately trying to get back in this game.
All right, King did a good job on that save to see it. A long distance shot.
Almost a 3-on-1 for the Cardinals.
Almost felt like a power play there for Pinkerton.
Right.
Cardinals were kind of back on their heels a little bit.
The Astros shoot it in. Steered to the corner. Braden King with new respect for that bouncing puck after that quirky post shot. And offside. Just a bit. Whistle. And face off outside the Pinkerton zone with exactly 8 minutes to go in the second period. The Cardinals enjoying a 3-0 lead on Monday afternoon. Quarterfinal playoff hockey here at Skate 3. The heat or miss zone. We are in the heat zone here in the stands today.
Heat's off.
Oh, it's off?
Yeah.
Well, we had it earlier. Warmed me up a bit.
Could come back on later. You never know.
Look at this center ice face-off. Beautiful view, these center seats, man. These cost you about, I'd say, $1,500 if you're going to the Bruins Oilers game Thursday night.
No way it'd pay. Yeah, with Connor McDavid there.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd pay that kind of money.
I know. I like going one
For
Bruins
some
game
people,
a
that's
year.
like a $20 bill. But, that's very few people. But
there's a shot off the side of the net that brought a rise out of some BG
sure
fans.
it did.
Do we have our game's first
in.
penalty? Some good sportsmen. Yeah, we have a slash. Somebody's going to the box. And it's
going to be on the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's a slash against Stephen Toom. That was really weird. It looked like he apologized after the slash, as if he knew the kid that he did it to. And they kind of said, it's all right. It happens in playoff hockey. That's something you never see.
Maybe he was hoping to buy himself a minute penalty instead of 2. Right?
Yeah, let's negotiate. I'm sorry. 2 minutes for slashing against Stephen Toom and taking the face-off for the Cardinals. That waved off. They're trying to shoot it. That was Jack Doherty. Shot it
just wide.
For Pinkerton. Tried
so
something
now we'll
new.
see what the Astros have on their power play. Because getting in the box is what hurts Guertin.
And of course, with a team as talented as BG, you got to. Oh, that's a heavy hit
nice
right there.
hit, though.
Logan Vogel.
It's a good hit. Clean hit by Vogel.
Joseph Richards is ailing from that hit. Blocker saved by King, goes to the near boards.
Look at the size differential, right?
Wrister, deflection, and Pinkerton nearly had themselves a deflection.
Well, they're
goal.
firing it from all angles. They're not. They're not fooling around. They're down 3-0. They have no choice.
1:25 to go on the power play for the Astros as they change up personnel. Definitely Joseph Richards wants to, the trainer talking to him after that hit, are you okay? Vogel just laid him out in the neutral zone. Hockey players will tell you it's not the loud hits in the corner that hurt. It's those
open ice hits.
Right. Pinkerton working on the last 114 is
because the hits in the corner are usually on your back.
Yeah.
these open ice hits, they're you know, chest, knees,
And they
forehead.
stop you like a car crash.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
In front, far point, and keeping it in, the Astros, as Lorenzo Corsetto passes it cross ice. Oh, what an opportunity there. Carter Choquette with the Ovechkin one-timer opportunity knocking, wasn't able to control the pass. Corsetto around the perimeter. Cross ice pass, shot, save made as Braden King gets over across and covers up the gaping open net. What a save by the BG goaltender.
Now he's had the puck in front of him for a while, and Pinkerton takes advantage of it, but King cuts right over and makes the save. We saw one of those types of saves in the North-South game a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we did. Great anticipation
Yep.
by King.
Good power play by Pinkerton. They've got to be happy with what they did, except they didn't get on the board. There's 11 seconds left in the penalty.
Yeah, they keep it in. Another opportunity perhaps on the power play, but no, BG's defense knocks it away. Pinkerton with it, still a power play. A fanned on the shot, big shot from the slot of the face-off circle. Onside out of the penalty box. With a chance, shot, save made.
Nice
Damian
play.
Carter coming out of the penalty box. Tim Kiley, actually, they traded off because the penalty box right beside the bench. As Toom went to the bench and then
yeah, Toom goes to the bench, another player comes out.
Kiley came out and
right,
he had
it was
a great
wide
chance.
open.
5:15 to go, second period. BG kills off the penalty, and now they're back on the attack, leading 3-0. Over the line comes Kiley. Centering pass goes through everybody. Far boards. Stephen Toom with it. Faked going left, went right. Around the boards it goes as Austin Abbott pinches down from his defense spot into the corner. Heavy hit. Toom leaves the lumber on Bryce Cronin. He pushes back. Cross ice pass and out. Good spin move by Jack McNair. And not icing, as the officials rightfully ruled that he could have got there. Long pass right to the tape. Austin Abbott sidesteps the check. No, he gets knocked down. And Ciano. Cosmo nearly had a goal-scoring opportunity. Centering pass goes through. Austin Abbott from a screen. Save made by Damian Carter and clears.
Carter did a good job on that shot. And he did a good job to knock the puck away because he had someone sitting right in front of him.
Launching bombs, BG hits one
a
out of
lot
play.
More action in this second period.
Yeah. Fast and furious. We had a penalty kill mixed in.
And Braden King has kept the Astros off the scoreboard with 4:17 to play here in the second period. 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals. They win this game, they advance to the semifinals. Pinkerton would like nothing better than to win this game, because if they do that, they get a game against their rivals, their arch rivals, Londonderry.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to happen. It would take a definite change in momentum.
Lead pass, foot race. Pinkerton not able to collect. Loose puck. Far boards. BG pushes it out. I was thinking a high stick might be called here. Yep. On not a penalty, but just knocking the puck down above the shoulder, and it'll be a face-off in the
Remember when they
BG
used
zone.
to call that all the time as a penalty? They used to call high sticking all the time. Now they just, unless there's a hit involved with it.
You mean like? Well, I just think the players do less high sticking
I think they do too, but
because they know it gets called tighter.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it used to be. The NHL just like 20 years ago used to be grab and hold, and
oh yeah,
it was awful.
Yep.
Different game now. It's gotten to be ticky-tack penalties now in the NHL. People complain about. So 3:34 to go in the second period. There's been 2 goals in this period. BG up 1-0 after the first. There's a breakaway. Logan Vogel shifts and stopped by Damian Carter. Goes to the boards though. And can you tie the puck up back there? Are you allowed to tie the puck up there as a goalie?
Yeah, sure. You tie the puck anywhere you want.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're right. It's out of the crease. You can't put your glove on it. No, you can't. No. You're not allowed to tie it up there.
Yeah, and as a result.
You have to it's got to be in the crease for you to be able to put your, or right near with it,
Or otherwise, goalies could do that behind their own net all
exactly
the time.
all the
Just pick
time.
it up,
Right, right. So there's going to be a penalty here.
Yeah, delay a game penalty against the Astros.
Yep.
Serving it will be, I believe that was Hunter Lacroix, number 16, who was on the ice at the time. He goes to the box. Foot race. That's Jack Doherty trying to beat Aiden Kelly to the puck. Didn't happen. Pinkerton keeps it in. Oh wait, is it 5-on-5?
Well,
it is 5-on-5. I was misspoke.
It certainly looked like there's somebody in that penalty box, doesn't there?
They have too many men on the ice.
There's two. It's 5-on-5 because they're both going off, not for the delay, but for the joust behind the net. Matching penalties for the joust behind the net.
So
that's why, for the fight behind the net, John, when they were
all right
pushing against each other.
There's a wrister from the point, deflected the other way.
So that's why no power play.
That might have been a penalty, but probably the whistle was called because of roughing each other before any delay of game could be considered.
Oh.
Cosmo wrister, and a glove save is made on the shot by Cosmo Ciano. Damian Carter clamps down. Face off to his right. 2:18 to go in this frenetic and action-packed second period. What do we got? Want to get somebody back on the ice? Oh, they wanted another player. BG almost voluntarily left themselves short-handed. The official had to tell him, give me another player. You only got four.
Nice try.
Wrister save made by Carter. Another face-off to his right. Face-off, and puck's out of the zone. Possible 2-on-1 here. Nicholas Brooks pushed at it, but he's pushed out of the play by Ryan Kelly on defense for BG. Heavy hitting, neutral zone just outside the BG blue line. Cross-ice pass on the stick. And skating it across the line, the Cardinals. Numbers 12 and 6, Ronan Connors and James Mantone and Colin Rourke. Tied up again by Damian Carter. Another face-off to his right. 1:40 to go in the period. So 3-0 was the score that Concord knocked off Bow, the 11 seed Pinkerton with the upset in the opening round, but they're down 3-0 here to the third-ranked Bishop Guertin Cardinals on BG's home ice. Centering pass doesn't get through. Jack Doherty battling for the puck for Pinkerton against the BG forwards. Around the boards and collected by James Mantone, who's got one of the 3 goals, number 12 for BG. Now with it is Sam Clausen. Clausen around the boards. Mantone, James clamped down on the defenseman, but Pinkerton able to shoot it out. Icing called against the Astros. Another face-off in their zone. Hard to come back from 3-0 down when all the face-offs are in your defensive end.
They haven't had a consistent forward check. The only real consistency has been the power play, which was pretty good.
Yeah. And you said it before the game. Stay out of the box. BG's chances increase exponentially, and they've done that for the most part. Just one penalty through the first 29 minutes of hockey. Heavy hitting in the near corner. Big student body representation by BG, blocking our view down by the glass. Austin Abbott, wrister, and Damian Carter saw it all the way.
Yeah, it is a big student body. You can't walk down there.
No.
I've never seen it that crowded before.
Yeah. Good thing there's an emergency exit underneath the stands if you need one.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'd be Snagglepuss. Exit, stage left. Here at Skate 3 Arena. It's buzzing. There's a wrister, and it's goal!
Goals.
You can see it sneaking up and over. I think
Yeah,
Logan Vogel's got two.
Popped over his shoulder.
I think that's Logan Vogel's goal. He's a right-handed shot, number 15. We'll have to watch the Selly line, as Jack Edwards calls it, when we saw
they're hugging
Linus
Vogel.
Olmark go through. Did he hurt himself? What's up with that?
Boy, it sure looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh, he got escorted over there. Logan Vogel favoring his right leg. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just an equipment problem.
Maybe.
Hopefully it's just a skate blade. I think it might just be a skate blade. He lost a blade in the celebration. That's a relief.
What did they say? Blew a tire, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You could see it, Tom. You had the angle. It popped up over the goalie's gloved arm there into the net, through a screen. And a last-minute goal, literally 2-on-1 for Pinkerton. They need this one, and it's a deflection off the defenseman's skate. Getting in the passing lane. Good job by the captain, Tim Kiley. Back on the attack, 15 seconds left to go. Wrister by Corsetto trailing the play, and a glove save
It's
made.
one of the most opportunistic games I've seen Guertin play all year. They're jumping on every loose puck and firing it right at the goaltender. That puck, save made, popped up over his shoulder and behind him.
Yeah.
Because he made the initial save. He got a body on the puck.
Right. Wrister goes to the left of Braden King and out. That'll do it for the period.
That'll do it for the period.
Oh.
But before we go to intermission, happy birthday to you,
Dylan.
Happy birthday to you,
Dylan Smith.
Happy birthday, Dylan Smith. Happy birthday to you.
What a treat you got.
There you go.
I'm sure you'd rather $31 on your 31st birthday, but that is a rare feat. Tom King singing on national ETV.
You never know. Pete may edit it out.
Well done. The national anthem is your next task. Would love to see that. 4-0. BG takes a big lead as we go to the second intermission here. John Collins with Tom King and our birthday boy, birthday man, Dylan Smith on camera.
It's still birthday boy.
To
Gotta have the alliteration in there.
To us he is. And we'll come back with us the third period quarterfinal playoff action here at Skate 3 after this break.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to Skate 3, everybody. In Tingsboro, where we have quarterfinal boys Division I ice hockey action happening. Bishop Guertin enjoying a 4-0 lead over Pinkerton. Pinkerton first out of the locker room. BG just getting to the ice now.
Well, the big thing that I think if you're Gary Bishop talking to your players, first of all, you want to make sure you stay out of the box again, because the Astros are losing. They may try to goad you into a penalty, right?
Yeah.
To try to get that man advantage. So, got to play with discipline and basically, know the clock is your friend, but keep the pressure on. I always say when you take your foot off the gas pedal, you get affected by that. So,
it's a big hill to climb if you're Pinkerton.
None of the things I talked about pregame have come out in terms of the fact that
the rust.
The rust and everything else, and the
bye and the postponement.
Yeah, all that stuff. None of that is developed. But I did follow through on one promise.
You sang happy birthday to Dylan Smith. March 6th today? March 6th. Good birthday to have. Coming into the spring season.
Yeah, those poor people.
When's yours?
The guy that's got the toughest birthday is Pete Johnson. It's on Christmas Eve.
Ah, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
It's like an afterthought.
Yeah,
Everything's all about
you don't
Christmas.
get anything. All the Christmas and birthday, it's all combined.
Yeah.
Cuts into the stash.
Heavy hit near boards, and BG
Well, that's
skates
the other
it
thing.
out.
You don't want anybody hurt, right?
John Mantone with the puck on his stick, knocked away by the goaltender, Damian Carter. Wrister from the point. BG's shot hits another BG player in the chest, and they shoot it back in.
Now, good job by the Cardinals to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, that was Tim Kiley that absorbed that shot from his teammate. Puck slips away from the Astros rusher, and neutral zone teams trading possessions. John Mantone's intended pass goes off the back of Jack Doherty, and Lorenzo Corsetto on the forecheck for the Astros. Joseph Richards shoots it in, and Pinkerton gets a line change. Up ice pass. Devin Young lost control of it. Now his line mate, Cosmo Ciano's checked off the puck. Young, who has one of the 4 goals, deep into the corner with it, looking to center or make a play. Devin Young slides it to the point. Gets a return pass from Aiden Kelly. Young goes up the glass and around the boards. Foot race over there. Cosmo Ciano's first on it. He pitchforks it back to Austin Abbott. Abbott keeps it in. Face-off circle shot off the crossbar. What a shot. A sniper goal nearly for Cosmo Ciano, but
yeah, Ciano's got a quick shot, doesn't he? We saw that in the second last period when he shot one from the point.
Right off the center crossbar.
Good skating here by Guertin. They know they've got the 4-0 lead. Just keep the clock ticking.
Good tip into the offensive zone by Devin Young to avoid the icing as he gets a line change. Pinkerton clears the puck. BG shoots it right back in and on the pursuit. Pinkerton with a mishandle on defense. Puck pops up near this crease, batted back to the corner. Behind the net, believe that's Stephen Toom, throws it around, and Pinkerton gets it out. Trying to chase it down is Preston Libby, beaten to the puck by Ryan Kelly. Near boards and out. That's going to be icing against the Cardinals. Face off to the left of Braden King. Pinkerton fans excited about their winter sports. Basketball's been doing very well.
Semifinals against Nashua North on Wednesday at 5:30. The best news I got today was that games that are at Exeter, not Portsmouth. A little bit of a haul, more of a haul to go to Portsmouth.
Yeah, a little more of a drive.
Oh, yeah.
Wrister from an impossible angle there by Corsetto hits the side netting. BG skates it out. Puck off the back of skate of Tim Kiley, trying to push it on ahead, and now BG shoots it in and around. Logan Vogel, who's got 2 goals, talked to his mom between at the first intermission. She wasn't sure that he had scored the first one on a deflection, but Tom got it on his camera, the celebration.
And we know he's not hurt, that he just had
on the other celebration.
Equipment issue.
His second goal, he had to get help to the bench, but only because he blew a tire on the skate. Blade around the net, that centering pass, dangerous one, but right there to collect. John Mantone. Mantone skating by everybody in front and just lost the handle at the end. Mantone still has it.
Well, the reason he's able to do that is because Pinkerton's starting to cheat up a little bit.
Loose puck shot off the side of the net.
Pinkerton's cheating up a little bit.
Yeah, they are. The gambling.
So there's nobody back there to stop him. And plus, he's a good skater. He's got the speed, so he's able to get ahead. And no last line of defense to stop Mantone from breaking in.
Cross ice pass by Jack Doherty, intercepted by BG. They throw it back here near side, and Pinkerton shoots it in. Get a line change. The Astros looking for that elusive first goal as Braden King in net for the Cardinals, pitching a shutout into the third period here with 10:45 remaining. Devin Young trying to track it down, colliding with Connor Clifford. 2 Astros collide. The wrister just wide.
Oh, Toom had a wide open side, up wide open right corner.
You could see it. It was there, but he just missed to the right.
Just missed it, and that's what he was aiming for. You saw it too.
Loose puck, high slot. Pinkerton. Oh, heavy hit. I tell you what, Joseph Richards taking his share of hits in this game. I think Stephen Toom got him there. It's hard to
the
keep
size
track.
advantage, you know.
Yeah.
That's just it. It's a small team.
Rister blocked your side save, actually high shoulder there by Braden King. Did steer it to the corner. Pinkerton's got it with some space. Rister saved by Braden King and no rebound for Nicholas Brooks, who was right on the doorstep jousting with the BG defense.
9:58 to play and 9:58 away from a place where they've been to almost constantly, but they weren't there last year. Bishop Guertin lost in the quarterfinals to Bedford last year, but a lot of seniors come back, and this senior team, you got a senior team like this, you ought to make the semis, and that's what they're going to do.
And
if
Londonderry awaits.
If you ask me,
shot just wide to the right.
If you ask me, I think it's BG and Concord in the final on Saturday afternoon.
And BG will have to take care of business against
SNH
Londonderry.
Arena. Well, you know what?
JFK.
I think Londonderry got their win on BG earlier. I think
not going to happen twice.
I don't think that Londonderry team. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I mean, I think BG goes in as a favorite, obviously, and I think that they know they lost to them, and that's a little bit of extra motivation. I think they'll go over the mistakes they made in that game, and in about 10 minutes, I'll ask Coach Bishop exactly what those mistakes were, because I didn't see it.
Yeah, 9:20 to go in this one. 4-0 BG leads. Offside Pinkerton. Goals in the game, 2 by Logan Vogel. James Mantone has one, and Devin Young has the other. Pinkerton shoots it in and chases in after it. Every minute that goes by favors the odds that BG will definitely win this quarterfinal round game. Up 4-0 as BG player gets checked offside. Jack Doherty putting the shoulder to James Mantone. I think James was a little offended that you circled John Mantone as one of the players to watch, his older brother, before the game. Maybe somebody told him.
Maybe.
Oh, you think it's all about my older brother, huh? Let me show you. 2 goals later. He's had a good game. I mean, 1 goal later and probably an assist. Logan Vogel, the star of the game so far. There's a play out of the corner right in front of the goal.
And don't forget, exactly what you just saw there is how they scored their second goal.
Yeah.
You know,
stuffing it in at the post.
Stuffing it in. We're almost halfway through the third period. I do think, though, we're probably going to end up having to go through the whole period here, John Collins. I don't think we're going to get the running time gift.
Yeah. Loose puck. Far boards. Soon stuff right on net from the sideboards. Nice shot there by Zachary Greer from a tough angle. Pinkerton collects. Shoot it out of the zone. Just over 8 minutes left. BG with it. 2-on-2. Losing the handle was Noah Cordero. Pinkerton shoots it out on the attack. Ronan Connors shoots it on net, chases after it, but Braden King content to clamp down and allow a face-off to his right. '40th anniversary of the Islanders here at Skate 3, huh? What level is that again?
Junior hockey.
Junior hockey, yeah.
Yeah.
People can see that at home, wondering who the Islanders, junior hockey.
It's their office right up in the corner. I've sat and watched games from up there. It's a good view.
The Islanders booth. What island are they referring to anyway?
Almost an own goal as the puck deflected off the stick in front.
Around the boards and cleared out by the Cardinals. 7.5 minutes to go. BG, I don't know if the term is sitting on the lead, but they're definitely comfortable right now.
No, they put some pressure on.
Centering pass.
They haven't taken their foot off the gas.
Austin Abbott, and he slaps one.
As you see,
on
they're
cue.
putting any shot they can on net.
Yeah.
So
snagged by Damian Carter, face off to his left with 7:10 remaining.
the thing that they didn't allow or haven't allowed yet is a couple of quick Pinkerton goals to get them back in the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. And
Make a mistake, that could happen.
Logan Vogel passes it to John Mantone. BG with their top line out there. John Mantone broken up for the moment. Vogel, though, collects it. Loose puck. BG layering, going after it. Not letting the puck clear. Now they do, off the glass and out. Back to get it. Aiden Kelly plays it off the boards. Tim Kiley ushers it ahead. John Mantone absorbs the hit but keeps the puck. Pinkerton clears.
Uh-oh.
A bobble.
Mistakes like that, right? But they make up for it.
Quickly retake possession. Up the boards. Foot race. Icing call before Devin Young can get there. Pinkerton gets there first. 6:20 to go. 6:22. And apparently the officials feel like they made an unfair call. And the solution to that is a face-off at center ice.
And they explained that to the coaches, why they did it. At least to the Pinkerton coach. See, they go over to Bishop? No, they don't.
Yeah, Bishop Guertin will take it instead of icing.
Yeah, they're not
face-off center ice.
Don't worry about it.
Over the line, BG keeping the pressure on in the offensive end, leading 4-0. Very good formula for them. Stephen Toom centering pass all the way to the high slot before it's collected by Ryan Kelly. One-timer to the far diagonal, and the rebound to Pinkerton out of the zone, sliding it on ahead. Jack Doherty. Doherty goes wide left, pushed off the puck and into the boards by Tim Kiley. The Pinkerton fans
2-on-1 coming up.
2-on-1, the wrister, high shoulder
Rebound.
save to follow. It was a 3-on-1, and there's a leveling hit. And I believe that was payback for the boarding earlier. Jack Doherty just cleaning house. The biggest player on the ice for Pinkerton decided he was just going to become the enforcer there. After seeing a non-call he didn't like, he'll have to go to the box. He doesn't even look around to see what the call is against him. He just goes to the box. Stephen Toom jawing with Doherty there. Basically, they didn't like the hit by Kiley that sent Doherty into the boards.
Exactly, they didn't like that hit.
Yeah, and Doherty came back with payback on his mind.
Yep.
But how about the saves made in sequence by Damian Carter? And his reward for that is he's going to have to kill off a penalty.
He's going to have to kill off a 5-on-3.
5-on-3. Two players go to the box.
Two Astros in the box, including Jack Doherty.
Yeah. Yeah, Doherty came in after the initial penalty.
Who skated right off to the box. He didn't even wait for a call or a signal. He skated right off to the box. He knew it.
Yeah, so.
But he was willing to do it.
At least two of the next 5:20.
Let's see, that's the one thing that Gary Bishop probably told his team in between periods is don't get yourself in trouble. Because if you get a game misconduct or a major penalty or get tossed out of the game, you're sitting. And you're sitting for 2 games and you miss the rest of the tournament. You cannot afford to take any penalty like that.
Timeout called by Pinkerton. They're trying to get control of their team, I think, a little bit. Or just give them a breather. Probably give them a breather. They got their best players.
Oh, there's a timeout call.
Yeah. I saw the coach indicate the T sign to the ref after they dodged a bullet literally over there. A puck went in at high speed, almost hit the coaching staff. So 4:57 remaining, 5-on-3,
Is
119.
that still king and goal?
I think it's
29?
29, yeah, his uniform
That's
got
still him, right? His
up.
uniform's coupled up. Just checking because you never know when they might make a change again.
They do have 2 goalies dressed.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. This level you kind of have to. So there's a timeout on the ice.
Cooling off period, maybe.
Well, yeah, for us too, because
And you know, you're making the point,
the
though.
heat's off.
You're making the point. That's what the conversation has to be over there. Don't do
Don't
something that
get
get
in any
yourself
trouble.
suspended. You can
Don't get yourself tossed from the game to the point, or involved in any fight to the point where you are not going to be able to play in the next game and 2 games.
Because at this point, if you're Pinkerton, you have nothing to lose because you're
down 4-0. Your season's going to be over with. You know your season's going to be over with.
And you're down 5-3.
You know, it's there's not much time left. There's just under 5 minutes to play. 4:57.
Well, they did well to get past that first round game, and they were 11th seed. And here they are in the quarterfinals, but it looks like the run is going to end for the Astros here. The only question is, will BG score any more goals?
And 11th seed is the last seed in this tournament. It's 11-team tournament.
All right. On top of it. So the Cardinals going to go down and collect in no hurry to come down and take advantage of their 5-on-3. All about puck control. Devin Young goes deep into the corner with some speed now. Going the full circuit before he's broken up by Bryce Cronin. But BG controls. High slot. Austin Abbott. One-timer. Goal!
It's in.
It was just too much. The power blast from the far sideboards. I believe that's not a deflected goal. That is a shot from the low point.
It hit something and bounced up in the air and over the goalie again.
I think it hit the goalie's arm.
It didn't. It
Cosmo
did not touch
Ciano.
another. It did not touch another Cardinal.
Cosmo Ciano, number 23, with the goal. Centerman now taking the face-off. Is that him or is that 22? I got a
22 took the face-off.
So it's the face-off, but I got to wait for the goal announcement on that.
No, there won't be one, John. They don't do it here.
That's right. As BG serenades Pinkerton, they get 1 man back. Only 5-on-4 still. Power play still for BG. Unfairly calling Damian Carter a sieve is the school chant, but I mean, how many shots has he seen? And quality shots at that. On the 5-on-3 situation, they get the period's only goal. Loading up and absorbing that one in the shin pads. Number 12 for Pinkerton. And BG right back on the attack over the line. Abbott misfires. In the corner. Puck battle, centering pass. It's Jackson, Lavaseur, and Abbott who were on the point there for BG. Rister over the goal. BG just keeping the pressure on, up 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, this was a period where Pinkerton just has had no chance, right?
Yeah.
No chance at all. Dominant.
Not even a sniff of a comeback.
No, completely dominated.
3:16. Sideboards and out. Doherty gets knocked down. Behind the net. Pinkerton taking their time clearing, not a good idea as quickly as BG's on them. Over the line, in behind the defense, save made by
Couldn't quite get
Carter.
a handle on the puck, tried to backhand it. Just kind of a soft shot.
Colin Rourke, tip shot in the goal.
Yep.
Another tip goal by design.
And that creates running time.
Yeah.
Which means I'll be running because that clock won't tick very much and I've got to get to the other side. All right, John
Good
Collins,
job,
Devin
Tom
Young.
King.
Happy birthday to Devin Young.
That's,
it is. Let's see.
Is that James Mantone, number 12? I think it is, number 12,
Yep.
James Mantone.
Second goal.
Second goal, he did get 2. Logan Vogel with 2. Devin Young with 1. And a 6-0 BG lead with 2:35 to go. Not sure if that was a power play. BG had a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. Pinkerton determined to get on the scoreboard if they can. Patrick Eichen in the corner, centering pass, and a save is made by King, and he lost his helmet, and he has to not lose his cool, or he's going to lose his opportunity to play in the semifinal on Wednesday. He's electing just to yell at the Pinkerton player that made basically an illegal play on top of the prone goaltender in the crease. And Braden King able to control himself. He was within his rights to be upset. He was making his play on the puck, and he might have got his face pounded off the ice there by the player falling on top of him. But I think as a result of all that, nobody going to the penalty box. I don't believe. Oh, wait, there is somebody in the penalty box for the Cardinals. I didn't even realize that. Clock is ticking during all this, by the way, folks. It's now, the clock is rolling. It's at 1:30 to go. They've actually taken 30 seconds off of the penalty against the Cardinals already. I think it's the captain in the box. Might be Ryan Kelly in the box for the Cardinals. Clock continues to run. It's running time. The Pinkerton doesn't realize it's a playoff game, but still running time. They thought that the clock should be reset. Instead, the running time is in effect. So a whole minute and a half came off the clock while they were setting up for the faceoff. Rister goes over the net. Officials basically just trying to get the players off the ice in a very chippy game at this point. And asking why, Stephen Toombs says that was a clean check, was it not? But they're going to send him off for charging. Toombs doesn't agree, but the period is going to end here before they do this face-off. There's only 20 seconds left, and the players are taking their time going to the circle, and we are down to 15 seconds. They do get the face-off away, and Pinkerton, 10 seconds, another heavy hit. Trying to get a shot away, they do. Goes wide, 2 seconds, and that will do it. A 6-0 win for the Cardinals, who celebrate in front of their fans here at Skate 3. They win this quarterfinal home game, and they'll move on to the neutral site semifinal Wednesday night of this week. That'll be March 8th at 7:30 p.m. at JFK Coliseum in Manchester, New Hampshire, where they'll take on Londonderry, who await after Londonderry upset Wyndham in the opening round. So an exciting quarterfinal in the making, and believe it or not, these two teams are going to shake hands after all that chippiness, because that's the way they do it in hockey. For Tom King and my birthday boy, cameraman Dylan Smith, another terrific job here on your birthday on a Monday. I'm John Collins, thanking our executive producer Pete Johnson as well. Congratulations to the BG boys hockey team as they move along in the playoffs with a 6-0 win. Good night from Skate 3 Arena, everybody.